Alright, yo guys, we are back for the grand finals match for FSL Philippines. We're shoutcasters. I'm Keisaya, and with me is Leo. Hey, Leo.
How's everybody doing? We are down to our last, and
yes,
a little different from every match we've seen so far. This is going to be a best
of five. Yes,
of five.
Indeed. And the players are ready, so we're just gonna wait for them to start over on the drafting phase. Again, this is Archangel versus Bren Esports Victress. And best of five match. It's going to be very exciting. I wonder if we'll see a 3-0 or a 3-1 or a 3-2. What do you think? What do you think, Leo? Any predictions?
I think both teams are going to give their best. And it is something to note. Quite the long series against Evo's Lynx. Each going a little long. And Archangel started the day off very strong by dominating Laser Duchess 2-0. I wonder what kind of place this puts our players, you know, what kind of place in their minds they're at right now. But yeah, as we jump into the draft of Game 1, I'm pretty sure both teams are going to show their prowess when it comes to drafting. We're going to see some very, very high tier picks and bans right here.
Yes, and in here, Bren Esports don't really want to deal out with the Divine Judgment, so they'll be taking off that Kaja right away from Team Archangel. So I wonder in here if we're gonna see the usual bans, Grok, Kimi, Claude, but we'll just basically have to check. Also Kufra, by the way, still available for banning, but instead Archangel plans to ban out, remove that Claude. Not really that, you know, priority pick. But Claude is something like another, or one of the few options for if you're gonna take a marksman lineup.
One of the best and most reliable sources of damage right now is Claude. But yeah, Bren Esports Victress is gonna ban out that Grok. I guess they were watching the past few matches and they saw how much Grok can do.
Yes.
How scary a well-placed wall could be, or how much damage Grok could spin out onto your team. So Archangel here is going to respect ban that Kufra, because Kufra has been quite a performer in the FSL.
Yes.
In the past few days that we've been
I definitely agree on that, Leo. But Kimi is now available for picking here by Bren Esports. Such good magic damage source as well as physical damage, and at the same time the DPS and mobility that this Kimi has. I wonder how they're gonna answer that. It seems like they're gonna pick up this Harith. Will it be another tank support? They could pick out Gigi if they want to avoid crowd control. But what do you think?
There's not much crowd control on the side of Bren just yet. So this is a safe pick right here. That Cho is going to be able to flex out depending on what kind of heroes Bren Esports Victress brings to the table. But yeah, I think that Harith on Lexa, if I'm not mistaken, is going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to be very good all throughout the game from early to late game. But now I think now is a safe time for Archangel to draft Digi or ban it in the second phase of banning. Bren Esports picks up a Lunox, and more importantly, they pick up a Minotaur.
Yes, Minotaur in here, good source of you know, support, and of course the heals that this Minotaur can also provide, the crowd control. Okay, what is lacking on the side of Archangel? They might want to take out either a fighter, maybe a tank support. They do not have the one yet. Maybe it's time to prioritize some utilities that they can use.
Lolita.
Lolita. Probably Lolita for that shield that can go against this balls.
Against
the Kimi.
Yeah. Your team is banning.
Might this be the first Lolita that we'll see getting or doing that good initiates? We'll just have to see.
Yeah, but wonder what Archangel is going to be banning here. I think Bren Esports Victress might prioritize picking up something like a Minotaur. Since they did ban the Hellcurt, they still need to find a way to reliably pin down the Harith and protect their Kimi from the back.
Yeah, another tank or support might be needed for Bren Esports, but I think it's a wise decision at the same time that they ban out this Thams as well as the as the Hellcurt, because you know, if Archangel did get that Hellcurt might potentially just target out this Kimi from the back lane, and that's a thing that probably Bren Esports would want to avoid. And Thumbs, though, this is a good ban as well for Archangel. They want to take away other potential good fighters that can do the side lane work for them. So let's see what's left for Bren. They still have an Juice that they can potentially pick, but instead of that, they're gonna go, yes, Leomord is still available, so they're gonna go for the Leomord plus the Diggy for some anti-crowd control.
Wow, I really like how they picked the Diggy here, because it could have gone either way. They could have been blocked from the Diggy by it being banned or stolen, but then they prioritize it right here and say, you know what, we're going to take the Diggy and we are going to use this to protect us from all of the CC that could be dropped by the Numenon Blast and of course from your Cho. And they need a little bit more damage output, they need something physical, and that's what the Leomord is there for.
There you go.
Really good pick right there for the Victress.
There you go, Anakai as the last pick of Archangel. This time they are left with no other choice. I was actually saying a while ago that maybe Archangel might want to consider getting that Diggy to go against the potential crowd control type of lineup that this Bren Esports might have. But now Bren Esports took away that Diggy, and we're gonna see how they're gonna, you know, battle against each other.
I am excited to see what kind of a matchup is going to go down here, because they both have marksmen, so both of their lineups are going to be scaled pretty well. Kaysaya, what are you looking forward to here? What do you think is going to go down?
What is going to go down? I'm looking for a fast matchup in this one, is particularly because both of them has a marksman, so it's just a matter of who will go online first, I guess. And if they go online early on, probably they could easily take advantage of that by, you know, not really the aggressive type of play once they get online, but instead if they take that opportunity whenever they have the chance. But anyway, we are now on Battlefield. Let's see how these teams, Bren Esports Victress and Archangel, is gonna take this fight.
As we march down our respective lanes, let's run through the lineups because it seems to be happening just yet. Let's go first with the blue team. That's Lou on the Lunox, Ivy on that Leo, Maddie rocking that Minotaur, Michelle on the Diggy, and Persian on the Q.
For Archangel team, we have Aliyah for the Chu, Lexa for the Harith, Defrost for the Akai, Dina for the carry, and Muted for that Lolita. And there's an early invade coming up from the red team. Archangel with the form of Lexa and Muted in here trying to steal away this blue buff, and they actually took it away, but they are being chased down by 4 members of the blue team. The Frost getting some more HP bars, I think, since she had that, no, she didn't have a heal. I think with the help of the sprint, she probably was able to escape faster instead of getting caught out by the members of Bren Victress.
I could have sworn Defrost was going to bite the dust, but I guess she made it out just in time to be saved from those bombs by Michelle. That star, by the way, is very misleading. You're used to Diggy throwing out clocks or little eggs, you know, but I guess now he throws out stars with this new skin.
I'm going to check out that confusing skin now. I actually initially thought it was a Nana star. You're right, it was confusing.
Yeah, no, it's Diggy's.
Because Nana has the skin. Oh, wherein it's she's like on her pajamas, and I think it was confusing. Yes, you know that so well. Why? I'm not judging you.
I played Nana before. I played the ADC Nana.
Okay. Now we know. Well, anyway, first rule of the game seems like it's being contested by Bren Esports. Looks like it's gonna be way too late for Archangel to try to actually steal that. So there is a lot of catching up to do now for Archangel. But meanwhile, onto the top lane, Ivy going so low, she has to back away, and Dina and Muted taking that opportunity with this fast DPS coming up from, you know, the carry. It's gonna be a little bit fast, but 2-minute game time, not enough damage to actually take the turret down.
Quick 4-woman rotation by Bren Esports. We have Maddie and coming to the rescue of Luke. and Michelle. They are going to try to take down Defrost and Alexa here, but they are going to be disengaging. That is going to be just both teams keep into their own jungle, taking what camps they have.
Alright, an invade. Let's see if Persian as well as Maddie will be going through this blue buff. Yes, they stole it, and it actually went into the hands of Persian. Kimi, first blood is going to the side of Bren Victress. Oh, between the two turrets, they're actually trying to take Lexa. Minoan Fury just right on time to save the day, and of course to give that kill onto the hands of the Kimi. They have an opportunity to take this tier 1 turret onto the middle lane. They are rotating on the bottom lane as well. Looks like they're gonna give this tier 1 turret on the top lane for the red team, and you know they're not rotating any time from that. Looks like there will be an exchange of turret, but I don't know.
I think that's a good trade. Yeah, I mean, it's a good trade because Bren Esports took that for free because Dina up top along with Mutant still haven't taken the tower, and Ivy here is going to try her best to defend. That's a good deal. As we see now, 4 members of Bren Esports Victress dropping down the Thunder as they try to take this turret down in the bottom lane. Michelle and Maddie doing really good work spacing out the show. Aaliyah could not come in, but here comes Alexa and Defrost. If they have anything to say about it, they are going to be defending this turret, and they are going to make sure that
I was actually wondering a while ago on the top lane, why the carry as well as the Lolita didn't take that turret already, that objective. Instead, they went for the crab in here instead of getting the turret objective first. So I think they lost that opportunity on trading turret from here in the middle lane that they just lost a while ago by taking the tier 1 turret on the top lane. I think they have to, you know, learn from that, but I don't know, maybe they have a different strategy.
Yeah, I guess that they were watching out too much for what the other lanes were doing, and they didn't see that they were free there. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt. Meantime, it is 2-0 scored. The goal gap is quite huge for this very short time, 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's about 5,000 gold in between.
You gotta take notice on that. I mean, the capability of Bren Esports to gank the hell out of this heroes right now. They could just take opportunity on what they can, especially if you are spotted all alone on your lane. Meanwhile, we can see in the jungle area of Archangel, no, I'm not too sure who took that buff because I was looking the other way around. But anyway, regardless, 6k gold lead, that is pretty huge for Bren Victress, and they're rotating towards top lane now, taking that tier 1 turret, and no contest at all, no defense at all by Archangel. Are they gonna give that away freely? Meanwhile, they're trying their best to get this buff for them.
Dina and Muted now really regret letting that tower because of their lack of killer instinct, I'd say, on that turret. They got pushed back backwards in between. Oh, but Aaliyah looking low. She is able to move out of the way. These little lemons coming in from Persian are starting to hurt quite a bit. Let's check out what she has building right now. Persian has the Blade of Despair right now, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage for, your second item. And there you go, everyone in here in the middle lane right now. 4 women member, they want to take this inhibitor turret down, and there you go. On the bottom lane, though, the Leomord, you can see she really wants to take this lane and the turret down at the same time. You know what? A lot of turrets now went down. 2 inhibitor turrets down remaining for Archangel. We don't have much kills. Everyone's just going for objectives. This is 7-minute game time. Will this end this? I mean, are they going to make a new record?
I don't know, but that was one of the best Luminon blasts I've ever seen. I think Muted stunned maybe 3 or 4 members of Bren Esports as Maddie tries to make some space here. Maximum charge from Persian, dealing quite a bit of damage. Aaliyah being pulled back. She is gonna go down. I'm sorry, that is Muted, by the way, gonna go down through those little lemons. 2 turrets now going for that is Archangel, and now the third one. Last happy defense, says IV. We are down to the core, and this is what Archangel is left with just the core.
Yes, just the ice cream in the middle, and there you go. They're now taking down the base. Persian trying to shove away the other members of the red team, but looks like this is gonna be it. First game is going to the hands of Bren Esports Victress. Congratulations. That was fast. How many minutes was that?
I think that's a new record. Check it out. That is 8 minutes. Oh my god,
Do we have a new record? Let me just check.
That is a new record.
Wow, where are my I don't know, my notes are missing. Oh, there you go. 9 minutes was the fastest from yesterday, but this one is a new record. So 8 minutes and yeah, exactly 8 minutes. Wow, beat that. It's infinite.
Wow,
it's a lucky number. It's a lucky number.
Bren Esports. Yeah, Bren Esports came in like a wrecking ball. They had what? Just 2 kills. Just 2 kills. I mean, and when they were on the top, when they were trying to take that ice cream, I guess they got a few more kills there. But what really counts here is the lead up to that tower take. I mean, that tower, the base assault, and really it all happened in under 8 minutes.
You can see in here from the data that everyone's, particularly their damage dealers, Kimi, Lunox, as well as Leomord, everyone's focusing on taking objectives rather than going for the kills. Although we can commend this on the side of Archangel, Dina tried her best to get turrets as fast as possible, but it can't just be her. You know, more is better than one. Like, if you put your hands together, working on doing a split push, work, like, divide and conquer. Let's conquer the lanes. And I think that went so well for the side of Bren Esports.
Yep, Archangel got like, what, 1 tower?
Yeah.
It's just 1 tower. That's
crazy, man.
That was really good. Bren did so well. Congratulations. I commend all their members. Specifically, I think I gotta give it to Persian this time. Persian did so much damage. I didn't even click this. I'm pretty sure this is just off.
Yes, and there you go, guys. This is a best of 3 match. Best of 5 grand finals match, by the way. So there's still a chance and hope for the fans of Archangel to make it up for our round 2 and the following rounds. So I guess we're gonna go for a short break for the meantime as we create a new lobby with Winner Shoutcasters. I'm Keisaya, and with me is Leo. We'll be back after a few minutes break. Teams are ready. I guess he'll just... There you go.
I'm sorry.
You forgot to click your mic button. By the way, you're here, so that's totally fine. Again, we're in our round 2 match for this best of 5 match. So this time, blue side will be in the hands of Archangel, and red side, second pick will be for Bren Esports Victress.
Your team is banned.
Here we go. Archangel getting the first pick and the first ban, and they are banning out Cho. They don't want to see Cho right here.
They don't really want to see the Cho, but yeah, I think they really had a hard time with that a while ago. Claude will be banned out as well by Bren Esports. I wonder if they will leave the Kimi open still for Bren Esports this time, but instead they want to take away that Diggy. No anti-crowd control for you. Now this time Bren, and will this be a Grok ban or will this be a Kimi ban? Instead, they'll be banning out the Kimi. They're gonna give away that Grok, or I don't know, it could be a Grok or a Kufra.
It could be the Grok or the Kufra, but then again...
Oh, by the way, Kaja is available.
This point is gonna get a double pick. Yeah, they're gonna get a double pick. So if it pulls through, if let's say Archangel prioritizes the Kufra, or they prioritize like I don't know, another marksman like Carry, not sure why you would do that this early. That opens the Kaja and Harith combo on the side of Bren Esports, and that's very dangerous.
That's totally dangerous. Instead, they're gonna keep that Grok for their lineup. Kaja, Harith available. Right now, I don't know if they're gonna be.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, Kufra and Kaja. A lot of utilities so far for Bren Esports Victress, and Archangel actually banned out the Digi, so they don't have anything to go against this crowd control from these two heroes.
But then again, Archangel has a duo pick themselves as well, so they can pick two heroes, and looking like they're gonna go with a carry here, given that Kufra and Kaja are pretty tanky. It'll be good to invest in a carry here. Ooh, but no, they are gonna go for a Harith and blocking out the Harith Kaja combo for Bren Esports Victress. I guess Bren Esports could get a Lunox. There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
100% prediction.
But yep, Lu is gonna go with the Lunox.
If you take away the Harith, anyway, we have the Lunox. It's totally okay still for them. And now, second phase of banning decision currently being made by Archangel team. What could this be? Could this potentially be a Hellcurt or a Marksman?
Yeah, they could block out the Hellcurt to save their Harith, or it could be a carry because they want to protect the Grok. And yeah, there you go. All of the good marksmen are now out. No more meta marksmen.
Yes, and the Hellcurt wise decision as well, because probably this time they're gonna pick up another squishy ones, since they got two tank support already in the form of the Kufra as well as the Kaja. But I wonder, could this will this be a Granger? No, a Selena.
Oh no.
Version.
Do me good, girl. Do me good. Pick the Granger, but no, she's not gonna do it.
Kind of risky. I mean, we saw Bren Esports successfully using the Granger a while ago, but it's not the totally, hey, wow, that's too OP Granger kind of play.
Yep. Not a crazy
Granger. Yet.
It was a rogue lane.
Yeah. But this time, Guinevere secured by Archangel as well as the Akai. Oh, Hanabi. That's the reason why they banned out.
Is it gonna happen? I think the Hanabi is safe, but no! My girl Persian is still gonna go with the Granger, ladies and gentlemen. Is just going into a turn for the better. I'm not gonna say the worst, but for the better, because this is just crazy. It's a purified Granger.
And sometimes you could really already predict if a team actually bans out this Hellcurt, potentially they might be picking next a squishy hero that has a lot of either DPS, good DPS, or burst. This time it is actually in the form of a Granger, so prediction right over there. Anyway, I guess for the meantime we can have a quick recap of the lineup that they have in here while we're on the loading screen. So for the team Archangel, we have here Akai for Muted, Grok for Defrost, Leomord for Joanna, Guinevere for Aliyah, and Harith for Lexa.
On the side of Bren Esports Victress, they are rocking that Kaja by Michelle, Granger by Persian, Lunox by Lu, Selena by Ivy, and Kufra by Maddie. I'm not playing favorites here, it's just that I really like seeing Granger on the battlefield. It could be on either side, but right now it's Bren Esports Victress who's rolling the dice here. He's taking a coin flip and seeing if they can make the Granger a competitive staple. And every game that is won with the Granger, building his stock. So yeah, these ladies, they're not playing around. They do mean they're going to be looking to farm up this Granger so that he can be a force to be reckoned with in the mid to late.
Yeah, let's see how they're going to use that critical hits from the Ranger. Oh, this is so early in the bottom lane. Oh my goodness.
Persian face checking into Muted and Aliyah.
That's too early. Not even 30 seconds.
It's not even a minute in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she tried to use the Purifier, I saw, but it's just not going to be enough. She is going to be taking the
yeah, that's 2v1, and you are way too squishy for this game time, for this less than 30 seconds game time a while ago. But anyway, it's just 1 minute game time. Everyone can still catch up on what they want to catch up. Maddie in here preparing herself to jump in, but she'll be canceling that instead. They're gonna go for that attempt to steal that crab, but unfortunately they weren't able to do so. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane we have a 2v2 situation.
Engaged down bot. Aaliyah getting a second kill.
Looking good for them though. For this Guinevere, to be specific. And in the top lane, we have a 2v2. The Frost going so low. Maddie is gonna get that kill. Lexa still trying to back away. That arrow won't connect. Now, it is time to just poke in and out for the meantime, clearing those waves. And, you know, she has to be saved. Nice sidestep by Alexa. Once more, that Abyssal arrow won't connect from that Selena.
We haven't seen any crazy Abyssal arrows. We've mostly seen them as like zoning tools. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what Ivy can bring here if she can pull off those 6-month-long stuns. You know what I mean?
Yes, 6 months. Yeah, that's way too long. You're not gonna let that connect on you at all. As much as possible, you do your best to try to avoid getting stunned by that Abyssal arrow from Selena. Meanwhile, our first turtle of the game is available. It's currently being contested by both of the teams. Let's see what's gonna happen next.
Archangel just doing a little bit of a poke here. Aaliyah diving into Michelle. Michelle looking to get a Divine Judgment on, but it is going to be for naught as the turtle goes to Bren Esports here. Persian going a little dangerously low. Michelle is gonna bite the duck. Persian looking to make some space. Zaman Force has been committed. Maddie goes down courtesy of Lexa. Muted as well by IV. And these teams are trying to just save face, getting what they can back out of this. Maddie and Michelle are gonna be paying the price, but Muted is gonna go down. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Archangel.
Yes, and our score right now in terms of kills is 4-2 in favor of the blue side. That is Archangel, and the gold lead is in their hands as well. So there's still a room for improvement for Bren Esports on the early parts of the game. Definitely their marksman composition could work sometime mid to late game now that one death is already on the hands of that Granger. And as you can see how proactive Archangel right now in terms of making sure that they're gonna get the crabs on the top. They just took it away, and they have a plot in here in the bottom lane trying to engage on a 2v2 fight. But Persian is on the back line trying to do the damage in favor of the red team. But Lu is so low, making use of that ultimate to back away. But in top lane, something is happening at the same time. Michelle gonna give that kill in favor of Bren once more. Let's see this rotation now. It is now 4-4.
Pretty good. I think Michelle committed that Divine Judgment at just the right time, taking Joanna down a peg, and Joanna was not able to drop a Phantom Steed there, so she is gonna die up top underneath the
And there you go, to women team defending that middle lane turret, trying to rotate right over the area of the turtle, second turtle of the game. 11 seconds before it comes in, but we haven't engaged. Muted going so low, that was way too fast. Hurricane Dance was committed, but unfortunately he's gonna die in the end. Two members from the blue team trying to engage as well. Lu getting knocked up, ultimate once more. Granger, Persian trying to hide in the brushes, but it seems like Lu will have no chance to escape this time in the bottom lane as Lexa will try to get her. On the top lane though, we got a turret take, plus in the bottom lane that is another turret take for Archangel.
2-4-1 in favor of Archangel. Those are the two turrets of the game, by the way. Persian here just trying to save face. He is very soft, and that is Joanna going to be popping the Phantom Steed, going behind enemy lines. Abyssal arrow onto that Leo Mord. IV drops her like it's hot.
Wow. Actually, we saw that ultimate from the Granger coming out. It didn't connect, but thankfully with the backup of Ivy, they secured that kill in favor of Bren. But anyway,
just in time.
Yeah, just in time. Sometimes you really have to be very mindful of the rotation of where the teams or your opponent is going to come in. And you know, I think the attention to detail of Ivy is just right and on time, just like what we have mentioned a while ago.
Michelle there whiffing on a potential Divine Judgment. She tried to get the Frost in, but Ivy letting loose the free Abyssal arrow. I think this is not a safe space for them to be engaging. They need to be
Muted getting caught up in the brush. 1v3.
Divine Judgment is pulled. into the jungle. Ivy hitting her. Lunox being the one to do the final hit. Zaman Force being committed. Michelle biting the dust. Ivy is out of here as the Frost is trying to deal as much damage as she can. Maddie is going to go down. Lexa is dealing so much damage. That's a double kill.
And
right
Joanna's doing good so well on the top lane, clearing that wave, but Ivy would want to protect that. Let's see what's going to happen. Abyssal Arrow won't connect.
Ooh.
No stuns for Ivy, though. Lexa going. Oh, that ultimate as well as the burst damage from the Harriet. It was an in-your-face kill from Lexa, but there you go, Persian dealing so much critical damage against Joanna, but safe. There's the wall coming up from the Grok, saving the life of her teammates.
We gotta notice here that Persian on the Granger, the kit of that hero is pretty impressive. It has mobility because of that dash, and that's not something you see every day in marksman.
Yes, particularly Layla.
People are just so immobile, and you're surprised that something that hurts so bad can move so fast.
Yes, but here we go. Turtle is up once more. A contest is happening right now. It's gonna get the last hit. We can see Persian getting stuck on the wall right now, trying to get saved by the members. Muted going so low. Turtle's been slain though by Archangel. They took it away, but 3 members in here trying to still fight for their way, while Leomord on the top lane taking that inhibitor turret on the top. They're also winning the fight in the form of this Harriet, getting more kills. Oh no, they have to back away. Granger trying to save that inhibitor turret, last turret standing onto the top, and I think she's just on time. Lu trying to make a defense on the mid as well, but it's way too late. The wall won't allow Lu to back away, but the ultimate being available, it just saved her life.
Order and Chaos just saving Lu by the skin of her hair. That was really good. And Granger came in, Persian to the rescue to push back the opponents. That is going to be Defrost and Lexa. They're going to be hitting away scot-free. But they do have a problem here. All of the waves are potentially going to be pushing in on them because of the amount of time that was brought through these different engages. And I think Bren Esports Victress is on the defense here.
Yes, and now it seems like Leomord will still be staying on top, now forcing Ivy to go to top as well to make a defense on that very dangerous lane on top now. But looking at this bottom lane part of the map, we can see in here Maddie getting locked in because of that wall coming out from the Grok. Oh no, she's gonna go down now by taking more damage away from that Harriet. The Frost getting a kill as well. Lu hiding under the turret, and Granger is actually forced to back away, escape from potential death. Will just help Ivy on the top. Joanna trying to back away this time. Still, that Abyssal Arrow won't connect.
Lord resurrecting soon.
Oh no, Bren Esports is at a disadvantage here. Map with all 5 members of Archangel ready and waiting. Lu and Persian are having a hard time defending from this wave, and the potential of Aaliyah to just jump in alongside Muted with that Hurricane Dance. These 2 softies, that is a Lunox and a Granger, might walk into an assault, and here it is, an ambush from the bushes. Persian backing up, dealing a lot of damage onto Aaliyah. I think that they can do this. There is a lot of damage coming. All 6 bullets being dealt in. Maddie taking out Aaliyah. That is going to be a kill for Bren Esports.
Yes, and again, once more, Lord's available. No one's going to contest that now yet. Especially the blue team is actually lacking some members. What they can do is probably just clear off the waves at the moment. They have a good chance on clearing the bottom lane. At the same time, there are a lot of creep waves coming up from the side of Bren Victress. They potentially would want to farm that out. They got a huge advantage in terms of gold though.
Initiate retreat.
And this is a chance for either team to make space so that they could maybe take Lord, right? This is the first Lord of the game. Lord.
Just stole.
I think Persian is applying so much pressure. Yeah, she stole a bomb.
Yes, indeed. And looks like Persian would want to transition onto the top lane, calling some backup from the rest of the members of Bren, diving into turret, trying to get that Aaliyah. She's gonna go down, obviously, with a 4-man or 4-woman gap on the top, plus a turret in favor of Bren Victress. Muted. Let's see. Looks like she will be using her Hurricane Dance to potentially survive with Lexa in the team fight. at the moment, looks like they would want, and they are not yet scared to go for an invade. They really need to catch Persian in this one. This is the squishiest target that they have, and she will die. 2 members left for Bren Victress. Michelle trying to back away, but Muted forced to flicker out. This is a good ultimate coming out from that Kufra, but she is way too low. 3v1 situation. She's gonna go down. Oh, that sticker, or that emoticon rather. That black emoticon coming up from the member of Archangel, and it is their time to start over on the Lord.
This is gonna be the first Lord. Not sure if Ivy can pull out a good abyssal arrow here to try to steal, but nope, Aaliyah is gonna secure that level 1 Lord, which will be coming down either bottom or top, but not mid, because there is one last turret left for Bren Esports in their lane.
And this is a good push by Bren Esports on the top lane. Now Joanna has to do more work on the top once more, trying to sweep off those wave of minions and to try to balance things out. But in favor of Archangel, they got the Lord anyway on the bot to work to now. I think this is time for them to divide and conquer, making use of that 6-man as well.
Aaliyah looking to go along with this Lord, try to bring her home into that turret, but that's not if Persian and Lou have anything to say about it. Persian letting off a barrage of bullets. That's a 6-shooter right there, given that the 6th will always deal a critical. It's really hard to deal with the Frost blocking all these bullets. So I see this as a challenge for Persian.
This is totally a challenge. Now they are against another Lord as well. It is going down though. It's pretty squishy level 1 Lord, but that allowed them to at least divert Bren Esports Victress' attention to another part of the map, allowing them to take this tier 2 turret in the middle lane, and Leomord going back to the top, making them have that good flow of people now onto all parts of the map.
It sucks that Michelle has to stay down bot to defend, and she cannot join her teammates for a potential pickoff. But yeah, a pickoff will be really tough between Archangel being stuck onto each other in 4 or 5 whoops. It's just hard to break that line.
Yes, and 30 minutes game time. This is not as fast as the game 1. You can see even it is actually now Archangel dominating the current match at the moment. Given that they have the full map control now, this is just 3 inhibitors left for Bren Esports Victress, and we don't know what their plan yet is, since it's gonna take a while before the Lord goes up. This is the 2nd Lord. Meantime, I think what they want to work on is to not allow Bren Esports to control the map.
Archangel here is in full control. As you can see, most of the map is blue, and Bren Esports is gonna have a hard time here. This is so challenging for them, given that the Grok alone, I gotta say, the Grok alone is doing really well to block the bullets of Persian. But then again, Muted is still there. She could Hurricane Dance her way in to break the lines of Bren Esports Victress. So I wonder what they have to do here to be able to get back, besides farming up and protecting.
We'll just have to see. I think that is what Archangel doing now, making sure that they won't let Bren to turn the tables around by giving them the map control now. They're just staying within their jungle area, taking away all of the neutral monsters even, and starving out everything what they can starve out from Bren Esports Victress.
This is really smart because they know that a lot of the members of Bren Esports Victress that needs the in the jungle, needs the monster camps, are rocking those jungle knives, and that gives them extra EXP and money from killing these creeps, and they're just not going to be there. There's just nothing to...
Okay, on to the top. 5v4 potentially might happen. Not too sure. I'm going to start their engage. But okay, looks like they won't be committing. 8 seconds from now, the Lord's gonna go up, so that might be potentially the next contest. Since there you go, it is now becoming available. I think this time the tank supports of Archangel will now work on, providing vision onto this part of the map where the Akai is. At the same time, in the form of a very tanky Grok, they're gonna let not gonna let Bren Victress to even go to that area of the Lord.
Okay, Saya, you know what's crazy? What's crazy here is even if they're able to, I'm talking about Bren Esports Victress, even if they are able to maybe go through the Grok, there's still so many problems that they have to deal with, especially in Aliyah, who's able to catch whatever's in the backline, and Lexa, who is very much still a threat. Lexa is 9-0.
Yeah, that's just way too much. You can see the power by looking at the number of her kills. And anyway, this buff was just stolen by Grok once more. So I can feel how starved Bren Esports now is, and you know, I think what they can do right now is to just basically wait for the engage of Archangel, and find the right timing wherein probably they could get that either Leomord or the Harith, because these are the ones that are killing them, but it's gonna be easier said than done.
Michelle here now picking up her immortality. This is gonna be a Lord going down. Muted jumping in. Hurricane. Ladies and gentlemen, that Abyssal Arrow did nothing to stop the assault of Archangel. It looks like this turret is gonna stay up as Bren Esports is able to take out Lexa. And they are gonna trade the middle tower, though, as Joanna is dealing a lot of damage. She is pretty chunky herself with an immortality of her own. Down goes Persian in the hands of Aliyah. This is not a good trade.
Well, actually, Joanna took 2 inhibitor turrets on the top as well as in the mid, so that's a lot of objective going on to the hands of Archangel. And you know, our Bren Esports left with just 1 inhibitor turret and the base. They really have to watch out for something, but meanwhile, they're gonna take this opportunity on trying to get Joanna. This Leomord in here being caught out, and she's gonna go down, but she has an immortality. Just gonna go back alive. Let's see if she will still be able to survive. Shields are up still. Oh my goodness, she's still not dead, but Maddie instead will go die. The Kufra forced to back away are Ivy, Lou, as well as the rest of the members of Bren Esports. And luckily for them, they got a creep wave in here still supporting them. And I think they cannot go any aggressive any further.
I think the key here is Ivy. Ivy needs to be able to pull off an amazing Abyssal Arrow so that the rest of Bren Esports Victress can get some breathing room and pick off the important targets. At least an Abyssal Arrow on maybe on Defrost or Muted, that's gonna go a long way. I think that's gonna go a long way.
We've so far not been seeing that Abyssal Arrow connect, like on the right target. Just like what you have mentioned, either probably they want to target out this Harith or maybe Guinevere or Leomord. We'll just have to see. They're way too good in terms of trying to juke out away from that Abyssal Arrow.
That's gonna be best case scenario, Kaisaya. I'm okay with them getting at least Defrost or Muted because that's what's most likely gonna line. But if they can get those squishies with an Abyssal Arrow, that'll be the best. Here we go, talking about it. Persian unloading on Defrost as she is caught out by an Abyssal Arrow, stunning for just about a second or two. They are going to be walking out and moving down bot. That Lord 20 seconds away. Both teams, I'm sure, are eyeing that out because that could be the key for a comeback for Bren Esports Victress, or the final nail in the coffin that Archangel needs to finish this game.
We'll have to check. Oh, there we go. Abyssal Arrow won't connect once more. Not really finding the right target. Well, I understand, you know, there is an opportunity for you to anyway go back away from that Abyssal Arrow. You see it coming anyway, but there you go. Lord is available now, and we can see Aliyah on the Guinevere. She's already working on that Lord already, with the space creation being done by Muted on the Akai as well as the Frost on the Garak. The question is, will they take a risk on trying to steal this one? I think since this is a squishy Lord, they're not gonna take that away. So there you go, Persian actually getting caught up. Looks like she's gonna go down. And actually, no, it was not Persian. It was the Kufra looking like not that tanky at all. But on the top lane, you can see Muted trying to get Persian, but Persian having so much critical hits, trying to put down that Akai as well. Akai just requested for backup. Oh, she has an immortality, so she's gonna go back, and just in time, she will still be able to survive, and for them to get the Granger. And I saw that emoticon once more. I think now they really want to end this. They're saying, this is our game now. Game 2 is gonna go to the hands of Archangel. Everyone's trying to hit that space. And there you go. What is gonna happen? Michelle going so low. Lou as well. The creep waves are still coming in. And looks like this is it. 1-1 for Archangel and Bren Victress.
It was too much for them to expect that they could stop a level 3 Lord. Given it was a squishier Lord, because all it took was 2 members of Archangel. But I gotta say, they really needed that Lord to be able to push back all 3 lanes. They had 1 turret left down bottom, but Bren Esports Victress really just had a hard time here. And good on Archangel. I gotta give it up to Defrost, who did really well all throughout, and Muted, who caught out the Persian more than once throughout this 21-minute game. 21 and 53 seconds.
Yeah, I really got to commend the tank support on the side of Archangel, Garak, and Akai. They made sure space will be created for their teammates so that they can jungle, so that they can take objectives, so that their carries will be well protected. We saw that the tank support of Bren Esports did try that, but I think they just got overwhelmed with the power, the early game time power that this Harriet, the Leomord, and the Guinevere has. We can remember the first blood actually went onto that Aliyah, and it's just way too much. Persian went down within 30 seconds of the game. She was the first blood on the hands of Archangel, so I think that really hurt so bad for Bren for his game too.
They walked into that first blood, and I think Persian tried to make up for it the rest of the game. She did do pretty well in mid to late, but yeah, it's just not enough. That kind of damage is just not enough to stop the onslaught that was Archangel.
Yes, guys, and yes, we'll be heading on to our game 3. Since this is the best of 3 match, so 1-1 for both of the teams. We will be back after a few minutes for your casters. I'm Kaysaya, and with me is Leo. Just hold on tight. Alright, yo guys, we are back for FSL Philippines Grand Finals. This is once more, again, the fight is Archangel versus Bren Esports Victress. 1-1 already, and yeah, we got a little bit excited in here. We already started the draft. So we will be showing that now and pausing that music behind. Okay, with me is with me is Leo, and I'm Kaysaya. Hey Leo, what's up?
All right, we are jumping into this game head first, which I'll be careful. We want to continue because we are potentially going to game 5. All right, let's get this is once again the grand finals between Bren Esports Victress and Archangel. We are down to 1-1 each team, and these ladies, they mean business. They are here to show the world what female esports is all about. And once again, we are employing anti-piloting mechanics here. Our organizers are making sure that everyone is playing their own games. And yeah, between Bren Esports and Archangel, would you even have any doubts?
Yeah, actually, how the organizers are doing that, how they're making sure that these are the female players playing right now, is that they currently are on a video call with these girls, just like what we did in the MLBB community all girls tournament that I hosted before. So yeah, you just don't have to worry about that, because we all want a fair fight. So don't doubt the girls. If it's a girl, are you gonna worry about them not playing so well?
But that's neither here nor there. Are in the drafts as we see now of the banning. First off, let's look at what Bren Esports did, okay? Bren Esports banned Kaja, they banned Grok, and they picked themselves up a Claude, a Minotaur, and a
I'm
Leo
really so excited about who's going to represent the Philippines for our FSL circuit that is gonna happen, or rather FSL Elite that is gonna happen in June 8 to 9 in Singapore, because it's already 1-1. Not too sure if it's going to be a 3-2 match or 3-1 match. We'll just have to see. But anyway, yes, going back to the draft, we can see in here so far a no marksman hero for the lineup of Archangel, and banned out. Oh, they are left with a very few options if they would offer a marksman in their composition as well.
Wow. Let's check out what Archangel's picking right here. Look at that. They did ban out the Diggy, the Kimmy, and the Lunox, and are investing themselves into Harriet, Kufra, Akai, Cho, and the little boy with deadly magic. That's Harley.
That Harley, and we know that the Harley is not just a simple mage. This Harley works like as if he is a marksman also, and an assassin, because an assassin, she could go in and out. She has a lot of dashes, and at the same time as a marksman, because her normal attacks could, you know, act like as if she is a marksman with a TPS in her passive.
It's crazy how a little mage like that could act like you know, like a pseudo marksman and just dish out a lot of damage. Not even in the late game, but as well in the early to mid. So that's something to be afraid of.
Yes, but for the meantime, I guess let's do a quick recap of the lineup that we have in here. For Bren Esports, we have Gatot Kacha for Michelle, Claude for Persian, Kagura for Lou, Leomord for Ivy, and Minotaur for Maddie.
And on the other end, we have Archangel muted on that Akai, Defrost on that Kufra as well. We have Joanna on that Show and Aaliyah on the Harley.
Okay, predictions. Let's take a look. So we know that, for example, like in the previous match, not having a marksman doesn't guarantee you a sure win if your opponent doesn't have that one. I think it will still matter on how you're gonna go online as fast as possible, just like how Archangel did it a while ago in our game 2. So as soon as they went online, they took opportunity of that, ganking as much as possible the source of damage away from Bren Esports, from Granger, and I think potentially that that's the thing that this Archangel team want to do to go against that Claude.
Yeah, but then again, that's Persian on the Claude, and I think given a hero like Claude, Persian's history as a ADC is gonna come out here. And 1 minute in, we haven't seen any real engages. It's just both teams taking care of their own lanes and their own jungle camps. As we can see here, Joanna going into her jungle, leaving mid for a bit. Down here though, Defrost, Lexa, Maddie, and Persian are playing footsies. Lexa trying to cut off this creep. I wonder how they're gonna go. Oh look, Lexa already has the gold.
Yes, and now she's level 4. Definitely they can engage if they want to get that Persian onto that Claude, which is just level 3. But they're focusing fire on Maddie. What is happening? Oh, Maddie forced to flicker out back to safety. I think they should have just focused fire on the Claude instead. But yeah, maybe it's easier said than done, because Maddie's trying to give protection onto that Claude.
Zaman Force was committed, but
Ivy.
it is gonna be down in just a bit.
Ivy on the top lane, having that less than 1 bar of HP, forcing her to teleport back to the base to regain more health. So for the meantime, it is Michelle on the Gatot Kacha going to defend the tier 1 turret on the top lane. But 4-women member onto that turtle area now, roaming around, trying to secure this as early as possible while the Claude is very far away.
Archangel now starting up that turtle. Turtle is still chunky and is going to be reset. Michelle here still keeping her avatar of Guardian up. She could jump in and basically knock up and stun every... But let's see, they'd be lucky to have like a 3 or 4 person knock up. Maddie, not exactly ready to let loose the Minoan Fury.
Not yet.
Bren
Oh, unfortunately, no steal.
Able to sneak out the turtle.
And there you go, fight ongoing right now. Michelle getting stunned. Looks like he's gonna go down from that first blood coming out from the Harith. And there you go, a 1-for-1 trade actually for this team.
Muted and Michelle going down, both respectively tanks for their teams. That's okay. I think I'm okay with that. That should be fine for both teams. If they are still
corrected. It was actually a 2-for-1 trade because the turtle actually went onto the side of the blue team. We can obviously see that they are now in a gold lead at the moment. Just a few, but it can matter.
Yep. They are going to be reaping the benefits of that turtle, but by not much. It's just 200 gold that they're lead. It's still quite anybody's game, as two tanks are fighting each other up top. Muted and Michelle just whacking at each other, not really making any progress.
Let's see though. Okay, Claude just hiding in brushes for the meantime, but Lexa potentially, they know that she's there. And there you go, blazing duet for the Claude. She's getting burst down, but here to save the day is Maddie trying to back away. Minoan Fury, will it be available? Unfortunately, no ultimate coming up from that Minotaur, but on the top lane, Muted using her ultimate in there to back away from potential death. But in the end, it is not enough. She will still die. In the middle lane, though, Persian and Maddie trying to defend that turret, while the rest of the members of Bren Esports Victress will do an attempt to get a tier 1 turret onto the top lane.
With the kind of action going on here, it feels like there's like 6 or 7 on each. Both the top and mid. Zaman Force being committed right now. Michelle walking away from that. Lou needs to get out of there. She is low. So
Minoan Fury.
It seems like the Minoan Fury is going to be a defensive measure so that Bren Esports Victress could get away. 4 members of Archangel are on the hunt. They want blood and they can smell it. As all members of Bren Esports are on the defense, they are going to be trying to get out of there with Persian here making some moves towards mid. She wants to farm up. And with the help of Blue, they may take this.
Yeah, they may take that turtle, and at the same time, the rest of the members of Bren Esports going to defend the tier 1 turn in the top lane. They don't really want to give an objective to Archangel this time, but there you go. It actually paid off. 2 turtles went into the hands of Bren Esports at this 5-minute game time. The crab is being contested at the moment for members of Archangel onto the top lane with the Frost. We'll have to back away to the base for the meantime to get a mana.
4v3 situation up top right here, not looking good. Kufra, that is the Frost, recalling for a bit. She needs to have some health to be able to engage
the bottom
better.
Lane.
Looking. Michelle is going to be facing it. Oh, wow.
That is a nice aggressive play by Persian onto that Claude, diving in a turret and taking opportunity on putting that Chu down. And I think the positioning on where she placed Dexter, it is just on point.
This is crazy. Like, I thought the fight was up top, but apparently it was Persian who had some business down bottom.
Let's see in here on the middle lane. The creep wave on the bottom is doing so well. They took this tier 1 turret onto the middle lane with that additional, with that attack speed coming up from the Claude. They're farming too fast and they're taking objectives pretty fast. And there you go, Joanna seems like she's gonna go down once more with this 4-man gank onto the bottom lane, plus a turret take. Michelle will be trying to get that one. At the same time, a clear of wave onto the middle lane. Lexa going so low, so as the Frost. They're trying to back away still, but the damage from Ivy is just way too much. The critical hit as well. Let's see in here onto the top lane. Persian will try to do an attempt to try to defend the turret, but instead we'll just be backing away.
It's 7 minutes in, and I think it's safe to say that Persian is reaching her apex. She is about to climax and go on to feel her power spike at just 7 minutes. Let's check out what kind of farm these people are making right now. Persian at 6,000 gold. That's about twice as much as the next person on Archangel. So that's really good.
A lot. Well, given that she took down 2 turrets in the bot on the top as well as in the mid, plus they took 2 turtles. It is understandable why this Claude is getting so much money right now.
Initiate retreat.
Oh wow, this is something to note. Ladies and gentlemen, keep watch on Persian. I think every now and then, whenever there's a team fight going on, I have to keep checking on Persian if she's not part of it, because she might just kill someone who is off.
Correct. You're right about that. And as you can see, Persian, whenever she meets a neutral monster, she'll take opportunity. Oh, she actually went in with a blazing duet. That is a very aggressive play for a squishy Claude, not minding the turret damage. Anyway, she has a little bit of shield, plus taking that middle turret as well. And that is a lot of objective.
Initiate
And I think she was very confident, given that Avatar of Guardian, Yin Yang, Overturn are still online. So she's safe. She's safe. Oh, but behind enemy lines, though, they say Zaman Force is on Lexa really low right now. She is going to pay the price. Lu taking her down.
Shut down.
Persian is going to bite the dust as well, as she is hit by the way of the dragon.
Oh, Minoan Fury, though, it will connect, but let's see what it's going to do against their opponents. It actually saved the day, taking 1 more kill in favor of Bren Esports Victress. But the bottom lane, flow of creep wave, I think they have to clear that up if they want to at least give themselves a full control over this map.
I think that's right, and they need to recenter. They need to recollect themselves and not get caught out too much. And that's a good idea for Michelle on the Gatot Kachat to clear.
And creation of space being done by Matt in the middle lane, getting some rage at the same time. But she has to watch out just in case, because she's all alone there. She doesn't really have any damage at all. And meanwhile, we can see in here what the rest of the members of Bren Esports are doing is just to clear the waves, balance things out, and at the same time go to where the Minotaur is, because they have a vision in here that the Harith is actually here.
Persian is actually back online, and she is dropping bombs on Defrost. Defrost bouncing ball her way out. Blazing the web! Double kill by Persian. Lexa goes down. So does Defrost. They are on the defensive as Aaliyah tries to run away,
kill.
but it's not going to be enough. Persian goes for a triple kill, and they're going to turn this into a turret as waves come down middle, and Lord goes online as well.
There you go, triple kill going to the Claude, and at the same time Bren Esports with Lu and Michelle starting that already, while they're actually waiting for Persian going for the inhibitor turret taking a middle lane, although she's alone. That is a very confident play by Persian on the Claude.
She's fine. She knows where to drop Dexter. She can weave in and out of combat and still maintain pressure against Archangel as her teammates go and secure that Lord. Is this a level 1 Lord? Yeah, this is a level 1.
Although in here, I think she just stayed too long, far away from her teammates, getting that death finally on her hands. But at the same time, Bren Victress got the Lord. So I think this is the first Lord of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yep.
I think
First Lord of the... You think so too? Why are we not on track at the moment? But anyway, something is happening on the top lane right now. Everyone's clumping up here. Defrost trying to back away, but Joanna trying to buy some time for that Leomord. Leomord thinking as to where this Chew is. Unfortunately, she will not take that Chew. And everyone else is in the middle lane.
I think it's fine that she got away, and Joanna though playing catch up. Not a good idea for Bren Esports to overstay their welcome here. This is dangerous for them because they are lacking Leomord, they are lacking Claude for the firepower. That's all 5 members of Archangel dropping down on them. Zaman Force awaiting it to be unleashed again. It is off of cooldown right now, but they are going to be taking this turret. Almost happy defense times for Archangel. 1 inhibitor turret. They are looking like they are in danger because all 5 members of Bren Esports Victress is here, and they mean business.
And Lexa going too low. Minoan Fury being done. Ivy, the rest of the members of Bren taking a turret. It is 2-1 score in favor of Bren Victress. Congratulations. Wow, there's a lot of exchanges of wins in here, Leo.
That's Game 3 going to Bren Esports, and now it's do or die for Archangel because the score is currently 2-1 in favor of the Victresses. That was a 12-minute game. Wow, it felt like it was much longer given how many things were happening in many different places. But yeah, gotta give it up to a Persian in that game. She did well. 6-2-6. Both deaths, I gotta say, could have been avoided. I think she strategically made the choice to give some time and space to her allies because one was for the Lord and the other was when she went a little too deep, going up against 3 members of Archangel. But yeah, Archangel is still in this. This doesn't knock them out. They just have to win the next game.
And you can see in here, Persian on our data, she did the most number of hero damage as well as turret damage against their opponent. She did a lot of work in here, but of course, commend to the rest of the members of Bren Esports, of course the tanks and support, giving that vision at the same time the space for their teammate to do their work. So
yep, that's what's going down. So yeah, you guys can expect the next game to be a little more intense because it is going to be do or die once again for Archangel, or it could be the grand finals win.
We'll just have to see, guys. So after a few minutes break, we'll just create the lobby. We'll be back for our game 4. Bren Esports getting the 2 points already. They just need 1 more. So, alright guys, we will be back. We're casters. I'm Kaysaya, and with me is Leo. Hold on tight. Alright, you guys, we are finally back after quite a long break, but totally that's okay. We are now on a round 4 match, grand finals between Archangel and Bren Esports Victress. With me here, by the way, I'm Kaysaya, and with me here is Leo. Hey Leo, just checking out if you're still there.
I am still here. Where would I go?
I don't know, maybe you're eating or something. Just like what I was doing a while ago.
No.
Now you know.
Oh, really? No. I'm staying put here. I want to focus on the game, and I want to see what's going to happen here. If this is going to be a 3-1 victory for Bren Esports Victress, or if Archangel can still turn this around. I just want to see what's going down, and I'm just anxious.
Yes, then again, guys, whoever becomes the champion for our FSL Philippines will be receiving that cash pool, that cash prize of 300 Singaporean dollars plus for 1,000 diamonds. Plus, they get to fly to Singapore for FSL Elite that will happen on June 8 and 9. So I'm getting very excited for this, ladies. And now we are heading on to our drafting phase.
Let's get it on the left side. That's the blue team is going to be Archangel. They are banning first and picking first. And on the right side, it's going to be Bren Esports Victress.
Yes, do remember, guys, Bren Esports Victress just need 1 more win. They could potentially take this if they want to. If they want to take a rest already and just, take a win and be the champion for this night. But the question is, will Archangel actually let that happen?
If only it was that easy. If only it was that easy. But it looks like Archangel is going to be banning the True first, and on the side of Bren Esports, they are going to go and ban Claude. So no Persian on the Claude. I wonder what she's going to be picking up next, because she did so well in the last game. That's game 3, and she is known to bring AD carries into these competitive games, and I wonder what kind of lineup we are going to be seeing from Bren Esports and what Archangel is going to do.
Alright, Kimi is not yet banned. I don't know, not too sure yet if Bren Esports will be banning out that Kimi. Just in case they ban out that Kimi, there's a potential for Archangel to take away that carry, though I don't think carry will be prioritized as a primary pick. Alright, so here.
Your team is picking.
Bren has a chance to pick 2 heroes right after this first pick of Archangel. It's gonna depend now on which hero Archangel will be prioritizing in now.
Kufra is still up there, and again that wombo combo of Harith and Kaja is still up there. So there's quite a bit that these 2 teams can do.
Let's see. Kufra is the one prioritized by Archangel. Now we're going to see Kimi is available still. We gotta check, will this be a Kimi plus a Kaja? There you go.
Ooh, yeah, it's possible. Kimmy and Kaja, but they are gonna hover over that Gushin. Could be a Gushin.
Will it be Gushin? We didn't see the Gushin as effective a while ago, but I don't know if they're gonna take this risk or go. For me, I think they should try to go for the Kimmy. I mean,
Kimmy.
That's safe. Yeah, the Kimmy is
yeah,
safe.
the Kimmy is safe. Securing that good marksman for current meta of Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
So now Archangel is able to answer with their own duo pick. I wonder if they're gonna go for maybe the Gushin would be good here, as it is the answer to the Kimmy that they could dive in and take out the damage dealer. But no, they are gonna go for the carry and the Leo.
Marksman to marksman. Now Hellcurt is still available. I wonder if Bren will be taking that Hellcurt now to go against the carry. If they do not take that one, there is still an opportunity for Archangel to ban that out. So, by the way, Bren Esports actually decided to take the Harith for the meantime.
Whoa! Give me a second. This is interesting that this came through. That not through the first duo pick did they get the Kaja Harith combo, but they were able to sneak it out during the last pick before the first phase.
So
ban.
no
That's
Harith
crazy.
ban for either of the teams. Instead, they will be securing this out. All right.
Your team
Fams is banned out by Archangel. I wonder what would be the next ban is. I'm thinking about Hellcurt if they wanna keep that Kimmy alive, but if not, I'm just a little bit scared. All right, Lunox taken away. That is, I think, also a good decision by Bren.
I guess, but I was also thinking maybe the Mincetar so that they can protect the Harith.
A lot of options in here.
That doesn't seem.
I guess it will just depend now on how they want to play it around on their most comfortable play style. But Minotaur in here will be secured as a second, or their second tank for their composition. Akai will be left in here so far as the second tank for Archangel, but they're not locking that out one yet. And still deciding. It could be a mage. They
need a mage. Yep. It could be this kind of mage where it's in your face damage, or it could be Lunox was banned out, and there aren't many, like a Kadita. I was thinking maybe a Kadita, but nope.
They want to go for high survivability mage with a lot of crowd control plus good burst damage. So I think that is also okay. Let's see what's lacking. They need a fighter or an assassin for their lineup in here on Bren Esports. Could be a Hellcurt, could be there you go, a fighter. So this fighter obviously will do the side lane work. I'm just trying to figure out some things on how this fight could potentially evolve. Given that we do not really have a Hellcurt that could go straight forward to the back lane and assist globally.
Here's what's interesting. We see another side to Lu. We usually see Lu with heroes like Harith or Lunox, but now we're gonna see a fighter Lu.
Fighter Lu.
Right? We're gonna see her rocking that Martis. So for you guys who are fans of Lu, this is something else that you're gonna be seeing. She's gonna be showing you how versatile she can be.
Lu on a Martis, you gotta see that. And you would also want to notice that 3 sprints onto the side of Archangel. Looks like the Frost on the Kufra would want to utilize the sprint together with the bouncing ball. Let's see. Anyway, there's no Diggy to counter that.
As well, you're going to notice that Joanna's carry is also on a sprint, which she's going to be using her mobility plus the speed of sprint to move around the map and position herself best during conflicts so that she can deal maximum damage.
Yes, and everyone's deployed in here. Let's see if there will be an aggressive play style by either of the teams. Meantime, it's kind of usual looking at the middle lane, but in the top lane, there you go. We can actually see Persian together with Michelle, Minotaur, and Kimmy going for a cut of creep wave in here onto the top lane. Aliyah on the Leomord forced to just play it defensively.
There's a lot of damage coming in from Persian this early. They are going to try to steal this buff right here, but that is not going to be without punishment because Defrost and Lexa are going to be taking Bren Esports buff.
Yes,
as well.
but I don't know if they'll make it on time because Lou together with Ivy, they are here now. There you go, fight ongoing
here.
at the moment. The Frost forced to use her bouncing ball, and first blood actually went on to, I think, the Harriet. Was it the Harriet?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Lou is on the Harriet. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a fighter. It's not a fighter.
They
Lou.
changed.
Ivy is gonna be the fighter.
They switched.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that is a good starting point for Bren Esports Victress, especially that now in the top lane, Persian is actually solo farming in here. Apparently, that neutral monster didn't die, so Persian will be transitioning onto the buff for the meantime. Securing that early on as fast as possible as she can. But let's see, let's check 15 seconds from now. Throw's gonna go up, the first throw is gonna go up, and potential next contest will be this area.
Turtle resurrecting
As we can see, Lou and Maddie are making their presence known in mid, while up top we see Persian quite low. I'm not sure if she can commit to staying there, even if she is at level with Michelle in her front lines. Here we go. Bren Esports Victress starting up this Turtle. Lou and Maddie alongside Michelle and Persian going at it. Aaliyah though watching out for it, and the Frost ready to jump in, but they are going to be conceding this first turtle.
Yeah, and there you go. Lots of farms still going onto the pockets of Bren Esports Victress. Solo farming still is the Martis. Ivy not really scared of at all with these two people, Joanna and Muted. Everyone else is just in their own lanes, farming as fast as possible as they can. We haven't seen that sprint work for the side of Archangel, but most probably during the mid-game time we'll be able to get a chance on seeing that. But look at the damage from Persian this early game time against Aaliyah.
Up top though, Aaliyah trying to keep Persian and Michelle back. They are going to be rude and cut off the creep wave, but this is a potential engage between three members of Bren Esports. The Frost going in with the bouncing ball. Maddie taking some hits there. Michelle keeping things at bay as Lou jumps in as well. Not really committing to this engage. Up top, Aaliyah slaying Persian.
And they're going for a revenge. Three-man member gang in here onto the top, exchanging for the life of Persian. Plus, it seems something's happening onto the mid lane. Ivy going so low. There's a potential death for her, but just in time, looks like she will be able to hide under the turret. And this time, it is still in favor of Bren Esports as they take away one turret in the top lane. But Alexa plus the Frost tried their best to actually deal some damage. We're not too sure, as three members from Bren Esports wanting to get this tier 1 turret on the middle lane as fast as they can. And while that is happening, being silenced in here is Ivy. One member from Bren Esports looks like she's gonna go down. And there you go, lots of exchanges. But I think farming so well right now is Bren Esports.
You mentioned that they are farming so well, and that's a good observation. But if you're going to look at the raw numbers, they're up by 1,000. Here's a quick fight down bot. It goes down as commits to the Zaman Force, slowing down that Akai just the right amount so that they can get a kill. Michelle though, looking low. She is going to be able to defend Lou. Is Lou going to survive this? Michelle though, definitely not, as she goes down courtesy of Alexa. Hitting by that ball. She is going to be alright because there's not enough damage from Kufra as the members of Archangel kind of back off.
You can see here, based on the kills, that both of this team has the potential to win team fights. But I think this is not, since this is now 2k gold lead, I think Archangel needs to be alerted.
Yep, they do have one tower lead. That is Bren Esports Victress, but they should not be so complacent because the map still is what they're playing for, and the towers left for Bren Esports are pretty key. They still have mid left, although it is at low health. This still gives them good ways to rotate.
They want to push on the top. Maddie just creating space for Persian for her to be able to take the tier 2 turret on the top lane. 6 seconds from now, the turtle is going to go off. Looks like this will be the next contest. While at the same time, Lu on the Harriet will try to make an attempt on getting that buff before going or joining for the team fight. Few last hits, the turtle will be taken down by Kimi herself, pushing the members of Archangel away. This is a good vision so far for Bren Esports team.
Lexa doing her best here to try to catch the Persian off guard, but then again, Maddie's doing so well to watch out for Persian's back. If ever anyone make the mistake of coming too close to their carry, that is Bren Esports Victress' carry, Divine Judgment is going to be rained down upon you. They're looking to make moves down here on the bottom lane. This turret is not looking so good. Lu is going to be taking that for
Persian is driving so well. Oh, that's 3 men! Minnow and Fury, and they're engaging in a fight right now. The Frost getting so low. At the same time, you can see in here free hitting on the back lane is Persian onto that Kimi. The Leomord is gonna go down, and there you go. There are a lot of casualties. Actually, more on the side of the red team, but added to that, they're gonna take away someone from Archangel as well.
They are going to equalize here 2 for 2 as Lu tries her best to drop a Zaman Force under turret. It is going to be a bad idea because there's too much damage coming from Joanna and the Frost. She goes down. She paid the price for her curiosity as Persian tries to make up for that loss by taking the buff.
So
and
fast.
This tower as well
Turret
for the side of the Victress.
Is going down so fast, but Persian with the disengage will be able to go back to a little bit of safety. Plus at the same time will be able to take down that tier 2 turret in the middle lane. 7-6, that is score at the moment, led by Archangel, but the gold lead, it is now 4K and it's still continuing to grow with the farms that is being done by the Kimi.
Lord resurrecting soon.
If we're gonna look at the marksman game here, it's Joanna versus Persian. Persian is up on Joanna about 1,500 gold, and she just built her Berserker's Fury. Let's see how that is going to do for the ladies of Bren Esports Victress. They are looking to start up this Lord though, and the rest of Archangel is on the bottom, so this is going to turn out to be pretty free for and down to the last bar. They are going to take.
Yes, and of course the Leomord won't be able to do anything about that. If in case she takes the risk on trying to enter that and try to steal that Lord, you know, probably she's going to end up, you know, not stealing it and or probably just dying in a way.
4 members right now of Bren Esports coming in through mid. Divine Judgment being dropped, but they're gonna disengage. Persian just pewing her way into mid as Lord marches in, asking for the tower to go down. Please, turret, I need you to go down. Zaman Force being committed, making sure that nobody comes close. That tower has been penetrated. 1 hole for the base of Archangel. They are coming in hard. The Frost jumping in, bouncing ball to get out of knockups everywhere. Aliyah taking down Lu. Michelle not looking so good herself. Maximum charge being committed by Persian, and she is going to take down Muted. They are going to be applying pressure once again to the top turret as Persian goes down to Aliyah. Double kill by Aliyah, but she is going to be avenged by Ivy? I'm sorry, Ivy. Yes, Ivy is going to be avenging the Fallen here as she goes for a second turret down.
Wow, if Bren Esports has a flow of creep wave in the middle lane, probably they could have ended that. But luckily for Archangel, no more creep wave for the side of Bren Esports. They were able to catch up and even take down Persian on the Kimi. But anyway, I think that was a lot of objectives being taken down by Bren Esports Victress. And I think this could be another team fight that might happen in the middle lane. It could be the end, or either it could be a turnaround for Archangel.
What's good about this matchup, I think, is Archangel is still able to get kills where they can, and they actually are in the kill lead at 9-8. But when you're looking at the map, it's obviously Red City, and that means Bren Esports Victress owns about 80% of the map. But right now, we see some respite in Archangel as they are able to push up at least some part of top and try to defend here. Engagement coming in, the Frost going for the Tyrant's Rage is not going to go because there's damage being dropped on her head. She is going to be slain by Lu as she feels the wrath of the Zaman Force. Waiting for that Minoan Fury as Hurricane Dance comes up. Lu is trapped. Lexa takes a double kill. Ivy going down as well. Aaliyah being slain by Persian. Muted going down to the Pews as 2 members are left to Archangel to defend this throne. Persian dealing so much damage, focusing on that throne. Michelle is doing her best here to distract the rest of Archangel. Joanna taking out Persian with just a sliver of health, 1 HP in a dream. As we say, it's gonna be difficult for them to end on their face. I'm sorry, in their base. It seems out of words, down to the last bars in each turret.
My emulator was even about to give up, showing that I have to lower down the quality. Probably that, they're sensing this intense fight between Archangel and Bren Esports Victress as well. You have to take note that the carry is going online also. Already 0 deaths for Joanna, and you can see that so far the tanks are having a hard time protecting their carries as well, because they're getting taken down by this carry.
Check it out though, down mid there's a big wave for Bren Esports Victress coming down, as well as top. I think what they're doing now is they're just biding their time until they can take this Lord, and I think it's a pretty safe take for the Victresses because of how much waves they have going for them. I think it is actually also coming down to how fast they can clear, right?
Definitely yes, and how fast they can clear will be in the hands of their marksmen. But this time, still on the lead for map control is Bren Esports Victress. They're trying to get that level 2 Lord right now. Muted the Frost. Apparently, it's gonna be too late for the Team Archangel to try to steal that. Everyone's going so low. Minuan Fear has been committed. 3 members left for the side of Archangel. They're trying to go back away, but Lexa actually went in, forcing Aaliyah to go for a team fight as well. Lexa dealing so much damage against even the tanks of Bren Esports. This is a much heated fight. Is actually turning around. Fortunately for Bren Esports, they got a Lord in the middle lane. Aaliyah really wants to take down this Michelle onto this Minotaur, and she's gonna go down. Joanna.
Aaliyah and Lexa are out for blood, and they are not gonna go home empty-handed. They are gonna take down that Minotaur in Michelle, and as well the level 3rd Ivy here, who just recently bought her immortality, is gonna try her best to defend as up top Joanna takes that tier 1
they just did a split push now onto the top as well as in the mid. They have to try to get the tier 1 turret already. Do take note that as we move on, as we take more time onto this battlefield, the death timers are growing as well, so you have to avoid deaths as much as possible. So as you can see, a lot of immortalities has been brought by the players as well at the moment.
15 minutes into this game, and we have a few immortalities on the side. Bren Esports, but only one.
Oh, they committed onto a fight. In the middle lane, you can see in here, Harith went down. Trying to push on the bottom lane is Akai as well as the carry, but in middle lane, the Frost will have to back away. Onto the top lane, Aaliyah as well as Lexa forced to defend that. They have 2 inhibitor turrets remaining. They have to be very careful in here. On the bottom lane though, 2 members only from the side of Archangel. Persian trying to find where they are, but at the same time, Persian has to be very careful since she's as squishy as the carry as well.
It looks like Archangel is now defining the pace. Oh, down goes Lexa. The Frost here also in trouble. Not looking good for the bout, as he is caught in a Divine Judgment while he is in ball form. Down here, muted, and Joanna taking a turret, but they are going to be going home to defend and reconsider their decisions as they go home and defend from this onslaught brought in by Ivy, Maddie, and
that marksman composition versus marksman composition setup. Carry and Kimmy. You know what, since we're now in a late game time, we can take a look at the itemization that they have. If time comes wherein everyone has completed their items, all their efforts on early parts of the game as well as in the mid can be neglected. You know, it's gonna be a battle of skills if everyone else's items is already completed. But I think one factor that could make a difference would be the map control, which is obviously on hands of Bren Esports Victress right now.
I think that's once again in the hands of Bren Esports Victress, but for a minute there, I'm pretty sure it was Archangel who was dictating the pace. They were pushing two lanes at one at a time, and even at the same time, split pushing two heroes each. But now it looks like it's looking like Red City all over.
Now, 18 seconds from now, the third Lord is gonna go up. You can see Carrie just bought a brute force. I think that was a brute force breastplate that she just bought, and this will add some survivability for this Carrie. And there you go, 4 seconds from now, third Lord. Both of the teams are actually putting their position onto this area, but you know, the carries that we have, they have to be very careful on their positioning. Once they get got out, there will be no more damage source for them.
Persia now buying that potion. She is in the point where she completed all her items. Looks like Lexa is going to be coming in. Using the ult to heal the Lord, but there's a lot of damage as Zaman forces it. Or then Lexa goes down to Ivy. Ivy is going to be avenging all of the deaths that they've received so far. Persian taking the immortality on Joanna. Joanna is going to be knocked out by Michelle. Lu taken out. I'm sorry. They're just dropping like flies.
This is just an Akai.
By Ivy. Akai is left. Kung Fu Panda, you're all alone.
Oh, the Lord is confused. The Lord is confused on where to go. And Bren Esports seems they want to end this 3-1. Let's see if this is actually going to happen. Persian getting some damage. But then again, her damage as well is just enough to make it a win for Bren Esports Victress. Congratulations. Congratulations, FSL Philippines champion. Together, Leo, let's shout out the team name. It's Bren Esports Victress. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
They are your first ever ESL Philippines champion for Mobile Legends. Bang, bang. Congratulations to Michelle, to Maddie, to Lou, to Persian, and to Ivy. And as well, another player that's not here playing today is Aizu. Congratulations to you ladies. You are going to be flying out to Singapore in June to compete at FSL MLBB.
Better prepare.
3 games to 1.
Better prepare all the passports, etc. All the documents that will be needed. Oh my goodness. Guys, we're so happy to cast, host, and stream this tournament for you. But first of all, we would like to also give thanks to our partners, Dreamcore, Yahoo, Overdrive, Streamcraft, Super Solid. Thank you so much. And of course, to our organizers, Female Esports League Mobile. We're gonna shout out, gonna give so much thanks to these very good people that delivered us this kind of tournament. Kimberly C and Jonathan Ong. Thank you so much, guys. And of course, dear partner Leo. Hey, GGWP for us as well. This is a long day.
Kasaya, thank you so much. You do so much for the community. Hard work goes into these events, and I'm just happy to be part of it. I'm just happy to be serving the Mobile Legends community on a greater scale. You know, this is not just about the Philippines. This is about Southeast Asian esports, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. And today we made history. We made history. Every single team that competed here in FSL Philippines has made history, and it just so happens that it's Bren Esports Victress who is going to walk away with that championship.
Congratulations, Bren Esports Victress. But I guess we can plug our own social media. I'll give the floor first to you, Leo.
Most definitely. Thank you so much to everyone part of the weekends. This is a happy. So if you enjoyed this cast and you want to see more of what I do, once again, my name is Leo. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at DJ Leo Gaming. I'll be casting MPL Season 3 in the Grand Finals. That's at the end of the month. So that's one big event you can catch me at next. But yeah, do follow me on social media so we can stay in touch.
And as for me, guys, you can follow me on Facebook. That is Kaysaya. Just search over Kaysaya. It's there. And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, as well as on YouTube. Just search Kaysaya PH. It's me there. And I want to give shout outs to those who shared the live stream, commenting and being active on our stream right now. Elaine, Ruth, Auditor Bueno. By the way, thank you so much to my boyfriend at the back, actually assisting me on updating all the data on the brackets that we have. If not for him, probably I'd be multitasking a lot. So shout out to Rajan Ulep for helping me on that. And of course to the viewers once more, Hannah de Guzman, Den Sunaga, MJ De La Cruz, Aizualin, who played as well. Yeah, RV, Andre De La Cruz, Angela Ray. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to FSL Philippines. So I guess that was it for today, guys. I guess we'll be signing out. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Salamat po. What else? Danke. I don't know, man. You have to. This is international. Gracias. Gracias.
I guess that's all
I don't know, man.
A little bit of Spanish.
Yeah. Xie. Yeah, there we go. So, guys, we'll be signing out now. Thank you so much for watching. This is Female Esports League Philippines. Bye-bye.
Peace.